piper cult leader plays a tune sweet and twisting, a melody that curls in the mist. Step forward, he says, is not a fall, but a flight, not an abyss, but a kingdom, not lies, but truth shaped anew. Through shattered mirrors they walk blindly, faces splintered and fractured time. The misty fog calls their names, they follow with eyes unblinking, hearts unthinking. As they step and take a breath, the echoes cry unheard. Reach for a dream that isn't there. The first foot lifts, the second follows, and the mirror wails in silence. Falling, falling, no kingdom below. Calling, 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 no truth to hold. Echoes in the mist, lost, names untold. And when the piper fades into shadow, his footsteps retreat, never leaping, never falling. The mist swirls, swallowing faces and names. A kingdom built upon lies and silence. The Pied Piper cult leader lifts the flute to his painted lips, a tune full of golden dreams and hollow promises. The fog listens, the mist swirling in silence, and they follow, eyes unblinking, brains unthinking. Step forward, he says, it is not a fall, but a mere flight, not an abyss, but a kingdom, not lies, but truth that is shaped anew. The mirror cracks beneath their gaze, each shard holds a face, distorted by devotion, splintered by blind faith. 100 names and faces lost in fractured glass, and yet they march. The mist thick and swallowing their voices, a veil between truth and fantasy. The first foot lives, the second follows, and the echoes cry unheard. A small step as they take their last breath, they vanish into oblivion, and the Pied Piper untouched steps away. No flight, no fall, no sacrifice, only whispers in the mist to a kingdom built upon deception and silence.
The mirror lay shattered. Jagged pieces of glass glittered under a cold, unforgiving sun. Each piece of glass reflected a fractured image, a distorted reality. A lone figure stood amidst the wreckage, his face etched with confusion and fear. He saw not one reflection, but many, each one a stranger. He reached out, his hand trembled as he touched one piece of the broken glass. The reflection rippled, then it reformed. It was him, yet not him. He was a cruel parody of his former self. His trembling fingers brushed the jagged glass, and his reflection shuddered as it began splitting, multiplying, spiraling into chaos. The world spun, a dizzying kaleidoscope of broken promises and lost dreams. A thick mist rolled in, shrouding the shattered landscape in an eerie, unearthly, and mystical silence. It whispered promises of oblivion, of escape from the torment of their fractured identities. The figure closed his eyes, inhaling the misty fog and icy embrace. The fog swirled around him, becoming a comforting veil against the harsh truth reflected in the broken glass. He had always known deep down that his reality hung by a thread. His carefully constructed illusion was ready to crumble at the slightest touch. He wasn't alone. Their lives imploded, leaving behind shattered glass and broken promises. The mist promised a chance to rebuild, to create a new identity from the fragments of the old, new beings shaped by the swirling obscurity. Others emerged from the mist, their faces etched with the same confusion, the same yearning for something more. They found themselves drawn together, not by choice, but by a shared sense of displacement. A Pied Piper of sorts appeared, his eyes burning with a strange intensity. The Pied Piper spoke of a new world, a place where their shattered selves would reweave their lives into perfection. He claimed each piece of broken glass held a piece of the truth, a path to a different fate. His words resonated with the lost souls around him, offering a glimmer of hope in the face of despair. They followed him deeper into the mist, their steps echoing in the eerie silence. The Pied Piper led them towards a colossal structure, its ascent into the swirling gray hinting at an unseen realm. He called it a sanctuary, a kingdom built on truth. But as they drew closer, doubts gnawed at the edges of their fragile hope. The echoes seemed to whisper warnings. Their voices became distorted and unclear. Was this a true sanctuary or just another reflection in a shattered mirror? The line between perception and reality blurred, leaving them teetering on the precipice of a terrifying unknown.
They stand before the broken glass, 100 fractured faces stare, lost yet believing. The mist whispers curling around their feet, a promise of something just beyond sight. Step forward, he says. It's not a fall, but a flight, not an abyss, but a kingdom. Not lies, but truth shaped in the dark blue. The first foot lifts, the second follows, and the mirror screams in silence. Each shard holds a different fate. No one can see beyond their chosen sliver. And when the leader turns away, his footsteps are steady, untouched by his twisted belief. The mist swirls, swallowing names, a kingdom built on lies and deceptive echoes.
Hi, everybody. I created this tonight for a long time. I'm not bleached. I haven't dyed my hair yet. I will tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, I'm okay. I worked all day on this. I turned the news off, and I actually had to create about the evil Pied Piper. And anyway, it's a little bit about politics and a little bit about fun with fairy tales of modern day evil Pied Pipers. All right. Good night, guys. Bye. Peace out.